And a Medford man continues to see the clashes in Cairo up close. He was also in Egypt during the revolution 2 years ago. Newswatch 12's Stephen Sandberg spoke to him from Cairo today, where the violence continues to erupt between the protesters and the military.
2 years ago, we first introduced you to Medford's Drew Brammer, who was in Cairo during the Egyptian revolution. He says the violence in the country this week has shown that much has changed. 2 years ago, Medford's Drew Brammer had a front row seat to the Egyptian revolution. But 2 years later, he says a series of deadly clashes have changed the tone from 2011.
They all felt united and came together and protested. But this time it's a lot different because it's Egyptians versus Egyptians.
We Skyped with Brammer from Cairo as he entered a second night of the state of emergency and curfew. As his videos online have shown, the streets of Cairo are nearly empty.
Right now there's actually no one outside. It's eerily quiet right now. It's really weird.
Brammer says despite the violence between the military and supporters of ousted President Mohamed Morsi, he's felt safe because the clashes have been far away from his home near Tahrir Square.
It doesn't really make sense considering what you see on the news, but actually in some ways I feel safer because now the military is basically everywhere. You could even say like tanks on the street.
With hundreds of deaths in the clashes, Brammer says this is a difficult time for the country as the people struggle in the aftermath of the revolution.
I do feel like this is just an extension of the revolution. Egypt, I feel like, is still going through the motions of democracy.
But he's hopeful the bloodshed can stop and his home can reach what it set out for 2 years ago.
I just hope the best for Egypt, and I hope that things can get better without as much violence.
Brammer works as a teacher in Cairo. He says he plans to stay to continue his work and to continue documenting the country as it pushes for democracy. Live in the newsroom, Stephen Sandberg, Newswatch 12.